Good morning, amazing people. I am driving home. I just came from picking up some fresh produce from a friend of mine that owns a farm. So today we got bok choy for juicing. We got kale. We got collard greens. I have a breadfruit that I'm going to try for the first time. And we also have fresh eggs because my family does a lot of eggs. Like, we do a lot of eggs in our days. So health is wealth, okay? Like, we don't do a lot of sugar in my house. I grew up actually with my parents not doing a lot of sugar either. My father had family members that died of complications due to diabetes. So like sugar was always a thing for him. He was like, no, we're not doing a lot of sugar. So I grew up under that idea that sugar was just not the best thing. Like, it downs your immune system for one. But anyhow, so we don't do a lot of sugar. We don't do fruit juices. We don't do cookies, candies, cakes, all of those things. Now, I'm not the type of parent that will say, oh, my kids are going to a birthday party, you can't have that at the birthday party. No, it's all fair game. Let them have their fun. They're kids, right? Kids are going to be kids. They're going to want their candy. They're going to want their cake. They're going to want whatever, the juice, the Capri Sun, all of those things that I don't really buy at home. I let them have at parties because I'm not that Debbie Downer kind of mom, okay? But at home, we don't do a lot of sugar. So I can always tell, like, when my children are not with me and they're out somewhere with like a family member or whatever the case is, which is not all the time. I can tell when they've had cookies. I can tell when they've had a juice. Oh, dear God. I can tell if they've tried a soda. Like, those kinds of things that we just don't do in our house on a regular basis. I can tell when they cheat or when they're with someone that lets them cheat. Doesn't happen very often, but it has happened, and I can always tell. So also in the mornings, we've started doing high protein breakfasts, protein only. I've cut out like Eggos completely. We don't do Eggos anymore. Waffles are like a treat on a non-school day, but definitely eggs, turkey bacon, sausage, whatever the case is. I hardly even do fresh fruit in the morning for that little dose of sugar, just because they already get a lot of fresh fruit throughout the day. Okay, we don't do a lot of processed things. All right, and I found that when I made that shift for them with their diet, less junk in, I had less junk out with their behavior. So if any of you want to know how I like handle certain things and how I like keep my mind together with 3 that homeschool and all that thing, diet is a huge deal. So hit me up if you want to connect. We can talk about other things that can work for you and your family. Happy Saturday.